Okay, so I want to tell a little story about this thing that happened one time with me and my brother. Okay, so it would have been winter 2002, say January, February 2002. I just recently gotten my driver's license, didn't have my own car yet, not till that spring. So when I needed a car, I would borrow one of my parents. And my dad had a Chrysler Sebring, which was a real piece of shit. Chryslers are just trash. But to like a 17-year-old that just got a license, middle class kid, I'd never driven a fancy car. Even though my parents could have afforded a Mercedes or a BMW, they weren't car people. Like they could afford $50,000 cars, but they drove like $18,000 cars instead. Like my dad used to drive a Pontiac Grand Am, similar just pieces of crap. And he had this Chrysler Sebring. And again, to me, this was like some super sports car, especially because it was a convertible, and I love driving that thing, especially, nice weather. But this one winter night, I decided to take my brother and go out for a drive. And we get in the car and we start driving. And after a few minutes, I'm like, hey, let's drive down to Robert Moses. Like, okay. So we drive down, go over the bridge. And right where we're going over the bridge, I'm like, hey, it's snowing out. Let's put the top down. This is one of those things you do like once in your life, just spur of the moment type thing. My brother's like, that's a little crazy, David. I'm like, no, come on. It's not even snowing hard. It was just flurries, right? And it wasn't particularly cold for a snowy night. And we rolled up the windows and we blasted the heat and everything. Plus, it was leather seats. A little bit of snow is not going to damage anything. It'll bounce right off it. So we put the top down and start driving. And I'd never seen a cop on Ocean Parkway. Pretty cop-free road, as I like to call it. Never have to worry about getting pulled over. But I'm thinking like, wow, watch, there's going to be a cop and we're going to get pulled over. Watch this shit. Dude, driving top down in the snow. So we're driving on Ocean Parkway for 5-10 minutes. And lo and behold, what happens? We see lights in the rearview mirror. Getting pulled over. This state trooper. New York State Trooper. And obviously I wasn't doing anything. It was just basically a welfare check to check on my mental state and make sure I wasn't drunk or on drugs. So I pull over and this cop walks up to the car and he's got his flashlight and everything. And he's like shining it in my eyes again to make sure I'm not on something. And he's looking at the top down. He's looking at me and my brother. He's looking up at the snow. Just trying to make sense of this all. Like, is this fucking real? Is this kid driving in the snow with the fucking top down? Nah. And he looks one more time, looks up at the snow, looks at us in the top down, and he goes, are you all right, kid? I'm fine, officer. Like, just like that. I'm amazed he didn't make me get out and take like a field sobriety test or whatever. But he's like, what? You have the top down, right? And it's snowing. I said, yeah. Why are you doing this? I don't know. We were just going for a drive. Me and my little brother. We're just like, let's put the top down. And he goes, okay then. Right, well, you weren't doing anything wrong. You weren't speeding or breaking any other traffic laws. I was just checking on you guys. But you and your convertible have a nice night in the snow. Hey, stay warm. And then he goes back to his car and leaves us. And we continued on home with the top down in the snow. I don't remember if we had it down the rest of the drive or I think we put it back up. Do another 10 or 15 minutes, but yeah. That was my little story about me and my brother just randomly deciding to go for a drive with the top down in the snow. And yeah, what a time. What a fucking time.